Hey guys, it's me, EODGamer here, and you might have a ton of WEngines chips, or perhaps you have a couple and you're wondering what is the best way to utilize this on your account to improve your overall account efficiency. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you everything. Before we begin, some of you are wondering, where do you get this WEngines chips? How do I have so much? You build it up as you do your weeklies, the notorious hunt as the week goes by, but you also get some from clearing like the permanent Shi defense modes. That's how I managed to accumulate so many. I haven't spent much at all, and in this video, I want to share with you my thoughts on which are the better ones to pick up. Now, long story short, never, please never ever pick up the B WEngines. Some of you, if you are like looking for that final copy to get that 5 stars, it's not worth it. You spend one of this, you spend a bit of Denny's just to get a B rank. You will eventually get all of these, and trust me on that, you eventually get all of these as you keep doing pulls in the game. Unless you are a no pool account, then maybe you can consider. Otherwise, if you're doing pulls, B rank engines, never get it. Other than that, what are interesting A ranks to get? I'll give you the shittiest ones first, what you should not consider at the stage of this game, of course, and probably the two of them that are not worth it will be the defense WEngines. Why is that? We currently have two main defense characters in the game, which is Ben and Seth, if you're watching this video as time of recording. This gives HP percentage, original transmorpher, HP, equippers attack, increase impact by 10%. The only thing that is really good here for either of them, Ben and Seth, is the impact percentage if you are attacked. Meaning that this one you don't really need too much. But still, if you really need a defense one, you can consider picking it up. Bunny Ben is the other one in the game. You have defense percentage, which is Ben's main stat that he looks for, and increases max HP by 8%, which is okay. Increases the wearer's attack by 10% when they are shielded. So this is like kind of like if you really are super need of a defense gear, this one gives you everything, HP, attack, and defense. So I would say Bunny Ben, if for free to play, if you have no other choice, would be the one that you want to go for. But both of them are not too great. I think this is where it differentiates itself from the WEngine that is from the Battle Pass. That's one is a lot better for characters like Seth, more specialized. And of course, Ben has his own signature already. So now moving on with the other gear, talking about the more useful ones now. So we talked about the not so great ones. I think the ones that are really attractive is of course Starlight Engine for a free to play player. If you have this at max copies, it's at 12% attack buff for base copy, and if you go all the way out to max copy, it goes up to 19.2%. So there's a 7.2% increase in attack for additional copies. And you will eventually get most of these gears. So if you already have like some of the other things we'll be talking about this list, getting multiple copies is actually a pretty good thing to increase your main DPS damage, since the only other ways you can do it is like upgrading from an A rank to an S rank. Starlight Engine is generally quite universal. It gives you a main stat of attack percentage, and when you dodge counter, quick assist, it gives you a bit of attack percentage, which most characters will appreciate in the game, at least if you're attack DPS. So Starlight Engine probably one of the top picks for a free-to-play player or anyone who's looking to craft. Personally, I am using Fossilized Core as well as Steam Oven quite a bit. In my opinion, if you're because I already have like a signature WEngine, the 5 stars, the AS ranks. So now I'm actually looking for stun ones, which I think is actually my preferred best thing to pick up. Precious Fossilized Core and Steam Oven both are very strong. One gives impact percentage, the Precious Fossilized Core. Steam Oven gives you energy regen. What is the difference between the both of them in a quick top-down summary? Steam Oven focuses on stun characters who prefer to use their skill, the EX special attack. Precious Fossilized Core focuses on stun characters who prefer to use basic attacks and doesn't really care too much about their stun. Both Lycan as well as Qingyi, who are arguably the best 2 stun characters in the game, generally prefer Precious Fossilized Core a little bit more, because Lycan has 100% uptime on his stun if he uses his EX special attack, but I mean the Ice Rest Shred effect from his EX special attack. Qingyi, main kit, focuses only on like dodging as well as basic attacking, which you will benefit a lot more from just this nicer base impact percentage that you get from the gear, compared to Steam Oven, which gives you energy regen, and both of them don't really require too much off for their kit to function. But in future, definitely both of them will be very useful in terms of both of these, because of the energy regen you provide. It also gives you like some additional impact percentage as it goes on. So I have both of them already. I pulled them both at Precious Fossilized Core from this crafting machine. I just used up a couple here. That is probably my top pick. Other than that, what else is useful? We have 4 more. So let's touch on the anomaly ones. Between Weeping Gemini and Rainforest Gourmet, this is the anomaly gear. I prefer a little bit more for the Rainforest Gourmet because it gives you the advanced stat of Anomaly Proficiency, and I think it goes all the way up to like 75 or something, and it gives you also like attack percentage, which is very nice. So you consume energy, you get attack, you get Anomaly Proficiency here, which is generally a harder stat to come by, since the only other character that buffs Anomaly Proficiency is like Seth, if I'm not wrong. Attack percentage that Gemini offers in the advanced stats is not too difficult to find. You can get it in like a lot of other gear and much easier sources to get. So when a squad member inflicts attribute anomaly, you gain a buff of increasing your anomaly proficiency by 30, goes all the way up to 48. So it's half of the Rainforest Gourmet, or slightly more than half depending on what is your copy. Stacks up to 4 times, so you can go into quite a high amount, but you have to inflict a lot of attribute anomaly. So this is great if you're playing with specifically anomaly teams where you have like 3 different elements where you are proccing attribute anomaly very, very often. Then you get a lot of anomaly proficiency bonus. So in the long run, as you build full teams, whipping Gemini is actually quite good. But in the near term, Rainforest Gourmet actually offers you a lot more stability for your account. If you are, most of us are probably just new players entering the game, we don't have all the Bernice, Jane Doe. Rainforest Gourmet is probably going to be much better than Weeping Gemini for the near term. But in the long term, I think Weeping Gemini might offer some good help if you are building a full team of anomaly-based characters. And that is my thoughts on 1, 2, 3, 4, and last 2 we have over here. Okay, let's talk about Attack Superstar. I mean, this Street Superstar, which is the attack one, which is the easier one to talk about. Statlight Engine is generally much more favored because this effect here, launching a dodge counter and quick assist, is so easy to proc. You can force it in also with quick assist, with the Sokaku, with Nicole, any support character, or even like Seth also gives you some sort of quick assist mechanic, which is very, very easy to proc. Street Superstar, you need to launch a chain attack. And when you launch a chain attack, you gain 1 stack. When team member is, you get 3 stacks after you stun the enemy. Upon activating the ultimate, the equipment consumes all stacks, and each stack increases the skills damage by 15%. So it's very focused on the outbursting. So maybe a quick swap attack DPS that is focused on burst can use this a bit more. But for now in the game, most attack characters are on-field DPS, which you'll much rather a Starlight Engine, which offers you more stability in your overall account. In future, if we have an Outburster, this is when we have use for Street Superstar slightly more, but there'll be a bit more niche. This early on, I wouldn't recommend it as like a top pick to pick up. Last but not least, Size of Time, which is the only support gear. If you guys are looking for a support W engine, I think this is quite fine as well. Although you get pen ratio, which not many characters care too much about because you can't like your only Rena like passes the stats on to others. A lot of supports will much rather like energy regeneration as one of the advanced stats over here. But still, this is a worth one to pick up on. Any squad member's dodge counter, EX special attack, assist attack, chain attack gains you more decibels. So you help buff your decibels, which is one of the rare stuff that buffs decimal gain. And also you generate more energy for the user. So you lose out the energy here in the advanced stats, but you get it back in the substats effects, which is quite nice. You trigger once every 12 seconds, and it cooldowns differently depending on, like, dodge counter has 12 seconds, and they're individually calculated. So your EX special attack, assist attack, chain attack all have a different cooldown, so you can gain it in multiple ways. Passive, you can't have like multiple of these on your team, so you can't just like stack these bonuses. And if you have it at much higher copies, you also get a lot more decibels and you get a lot more energy. And I think this is also a very good one to pick up in the long term as we approach the late game, especially if we don't have like other support gear. This is actually a very, very fantastic one. We got it for free, I think, for one of the events, the base copy in 1.0. And yeah, those are my thoughts on some of the W engines. We have already considered many of the other W engines in the game. For example, if you're wondering what happens if you have the other limited ones, is it still worth it? You can check those videos out if you're interested. I'll leave 2 videos here which talk more about the respective videos that you might be interested in for W engines. And thank you guys again so much for watching. Appreciate your attention. Like, subscribe for more of such future content, and see you in the next video.